Hello everybody! We're going to talk about Flylady Zone 2 today. This week we're in the kitchen. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late with this. I tried to make this video yesterday. I've tried today. We'll see if it goes today. If not, I'll never make it. Here is our zone cleaning. This is from our sheet. This is thesecretslob.com, and if you go, you can get this whole sheet from her. But we just want to zone in right here where it says zone cleaning, zone 2, the kitchen. And I'm going to go through this with you really quickly. Okay, so now what you need to do is just pick maybe 3 or 4 tasks. You don't need to do the entire sheet because next week zone 2 is going to come around again. And some of these tasks I do every single day, so I'll just mention that. Your house is going to be different from my household. I have lots of pets, I've mentioned that. We have several pets and me in my kitchen a lot of the day. And the days that I'm home, the kitchen just gets messed up. So I do my countertops every day. I do my stovetop every day. I do my microwave on the inside pretty frequently. I do the outside of the oven pretty often. I do the outside of the dishwasher pretty often. All those outside surfaces, I pretty much do those either every day, every other day. So maybe the outside of the oven, I might just do it once a week. But the microwave I do pretty often. The outside, the inside I usually clean about once a week, especially if stuff is splattering. I just go ahead and clean it out. It's just easier to clean it when it happens instead of waiting until it's gotten glued on. That's kind of my whole idea behind cleaning is let's just clean it up now before it gets glued on. So whatever it is that you're cleaning around your house, it's best to just go ahead and do it pretty often, and then you don't have to worry about it. And it will move faster. It will go faster if you do it more often. All right, so she has on here, clean your refrigerator, clean the freezer, and that's talking about on the inside, and also you can wipe down the outside. You don't need to move every single thing out of your refrigerator. If you haven't cleaned it in a while, you might just want to do one shelf. Just move everything out of one shelf and do it. Wipe it down, dry it. You can use these Flylady cloths, work really well with just a little, just dampen it, and then some. You can either put it in soapy water or you can just put a little bit of dishwashing liquid on it. Usually what I do is just dampen it, put a little dishwashing liquid, then I rinse it out. By then it's wet, but you can wring it out. And then just keep doing that with a little bit of dishwashing liquid. Or you can just fill the sink with soapy water and just wipe it down that way. Or fill a bucket with soapy water if you want to get away from the sink, if you don't want to have to keep running back and forth to the sink. Okay, so clean your refrigerator, clean your freezer. Also, while you're doing that, you can look and see, we have a meal planning area on here, our menu. You can look while you're cleaning all that out and see, do you need any meat? Do you need to restock? Do you need to restock your frozen vegetables? What is in here that you need to be restocking? And so you can look through your refrigerator and your freezer while you're doing all this. Throw away any of those science projects that we might have. We're supposed to be having trash day, we thought yesterday. The trash has been out there for 2 days. It still hasn't been picked up. So I still have time to run in there and see if there's anything else that might need to be thrown away. I think I've already looked through everything, but sometimes things are hiding and you don't find them till later. It seems like I always find it after the trash has been picked up. So these are always just good things you could be doing once a week, even just looking through your fridge to just help you meal plan. But we don't need to clean the refrigerator every week, but you could, clean out a few things. Okay, dust your windowsills and shelves. Now, I do have windowsills, but I don't have any shelves in there. Wipe your knickknacks. I don't have any of those on purpose. Cabinet fronts. I did that yesterday. I set my timer for 15 minutes yesterday. Wiped all my cabinets, my cabinet fronts off, and the drawer fronts, all of those down. Mine actually stays relatively clean because I don't know if it was maybe a month ago I did it or it might have been 6 weeks ago, but I do it rather regularly so it never gets too grungy. And so if it's not too dirty, you can use one of these, again with some soapy water, or just put a little dishwashing liquid on here. I just literally put dishwashing liquid down here and just rubbed and then just went to the next one and then just wet it again if I needed to. But I mean, it's probably easier if you have like a little bucket with some soapy water. I think I like to do things the hard way, but however you want to do it is fine, but just a little soapy water. Now, the dirtier it is, the longer it's been since you've done it, the more, and also if you cook with grease, the dirtier it, not so much the dirtier, but it's going to be stickier. The grease will be stuck on there. It will be harder to get off. So some elbow grease will get it, but you may have to scrub a little harder, and you might need something a little more powerful. You might need something to spray on there. If your cabinets are wood, actual wood, you might need something. You might prefer to use something like Murphy's, what is that stuff? Murphy's oil soap. I don't really like the smell of Murphy's, so I just use dishwashing liquid on everything. It's pretty safe, I think. You know, you might need to be careful if it's wood. Maybe just test a little interior portion to make sure it's okay. But typically, these things have finishes on them, and you should be able to wipe it down. And maybe not with sopping wet rag, but you know, just like a damp rag. Just wipe it down with a little dishwashing liquid. That's typically what I do. Okay, so clean your stovetop. I mentioned I do that every day. My stovetop is very weird, and it's like a glass top, and so it's like a glass top table. It attracts everything. So I tend to do my stovetop at least once a day, sometimes twice, because it never looks clean to me, but that's just the way that stovetop is. Clean your oven. I didn't set the timer, but I did just get, again, one of these cloths and some soapy water, and I wiped down the inside of both. I have a double ovens. I wiped them both down. Now, I don't tend to spatter anything. If you do, you may have a lot of gunk in there, and so you might need some of that fume-free, easy off type stuff. I know Walmart also used to carry a fume-free type of oven cleaner, and that's what I've used in the past, so I would suggest that if it's just really gunky. If it's something you can just get in there with soapy water and wipe it down with any sort of cloth, even paper towels. I use paper towels a lot. They got nice thick paper towels. Bounty paper towels are very thick. They're very useful. Okay, clean your vent hood, clean up under your sink. So maybe you've got lots of cleaning products that you're not using. Maybe you feel like you're never going to use them. If you have products under there you don't need, you haven't used them in 10 years, it's time to throw those away. If they smell okay and you think you're going to use them, then keep them. But if you're not going to use them, let's get rid of them now. I hardly ever get rid of mine. I'll just let you know. My under the sink is always very full of stuff. If there's a way you can organize it to make it easier to find things, that's good too. I'm not a great organizer. I haven't even tried. It's a mess under there still. Okay, microwave. I mentioned I do the outside of my microwave pretty much every day. The inside I do at least once a week, sometimes twice, maybe every other week, whatever's going on inside the microwave, just depends. Now the windows, we've talked about this weekly home blessing right here, and mirrors. I do my mirrors and my windows. So my mirrors are those 2 bathroom mirrors, and then the windows, I just do the windows that are in the zone. I'm not even sure I've done those this week, but they don't look terrible. I think I might have done them last week. But if you'll hit those windows while you're in the zone, you don't need to do every single window in your house at once. If it's easier for you to do that, if you feel like it's more organized for you to do all yours at once, that's fine. But it will get done more often if you'll just do it while you're in the zone. So if you're going to do your zone cleaning, and then this is another thing, these, and of course this is the larger one. This is the larger Flylady cloth, and I just fold it up like this. And then I dampen it, and I wipe the windows with this. I don't even use any spray cleaner. You can if you want to. If you want to use a spray cleaner, that's fine. There's all kinds of window cleaners out there, but I just dampen this. And then you can sort of, if you need to dry it, sometimes it'll be a little too damp. You just really need just a little water. If you've gotten too much water on there, you might need to unfold it and then use this part that'll be a little bit drier, and then you can dry it off, or you can get another cloth and dry it with another cloth. Okay, you don't have to have any special cloths. I like the Flylady cloths, and they're at flylady.net if you're interested. You do not have to have those. Those are the ones that I like. But any cloth will work, any paper towel will work, any spray cleaner will work, any window cleaner, whatever. Okay, the idea is just to get it done. Whatever you like to use. Okay, you might want to clean your pantry out. While you're doing that, you can again do your menu planning, or you can also do, if you have like a running list of things you need to buy, looking in your pantry will help you decide what you need to buy this week. And then of course you need to vacuum and mop in the zone. Now again, I've got lots of pets in there. I have a Roomba. I run the Roomba pretty much every day in there, so that's kind of my thing. And then I haven't mopped in there yet this week. I may get around to that. And then she also has a dishwasher on there, so you might need to do that outside the dishwasher. Some people I know have to clean the inside of their dishwasher as well, as far as run a cycle through there. Our dishwasher is very old. We don't have to do that. I make my own dishwasher detergent, out of borax, baking soda, and salt. Yeah, borax, 1 cup of borax, 1 cup of baking soda, 1/4 cup of salt. Mix all that together and get you a little scoop or a spoon or whatever, and you put that in your little, where the powder or whatever you, gel or whatever you use would go. And that's what I use in my dishwasher to clean the dishes, and it works for me. I've had people who have a newer dishwasher say it did not work for them, so it may not work for you. But I mean, borax and what did I say? I totally lost it. You know what? Whatever I just said. The baking soda. Yeah, borax and baking soda together should clean your dishes just fine. There's no reason why that shouldn't work. But I have had people tell me newer machines it didn't work, and it may be because it left spots. Mine don't have spots on them, so I can't speak to that. And all I know is my machine is like 25 or 28 years old. So the only thing I can say is it might be a newer machine issue. But that's also something you could put through there and run if you need to clean the inside of your machine. I mean, borax and baking soda should clean anything, okay? If you have a backsplash, you might want to clean that. I did wipe mine down. I don't really wipe my backsplash down normally. I don't do that every single month, but I did do it yesterday. I also have 2 fans in there. When I finished doing the outsides of the cabinets, I still had about 4 minutes left, and I climbed up on a step stool and did one of my fans, so I still need to do the other fan and also the light fixture. And then I also have countertops written down here, so I'll put this up here again really quick. I wrote in counters because she doesn't have it. Probably she does her counters every day, and then I put in the light fixtures and the fans because my light fixtures are not the type that are flush to the thing. I have the fan with the lights that come down, so it needs to be cleaned, and I have not been cleaning those. They obviously were dirty. They weren't horrible. It's probably been a few months ago I cleaned them, but it's been a while. So that is pretty much it for our zone 2, which is our kitchen. So I hope that helped. Leave me a comment. Any tips that you have for your kitchen cleaning or your bathroom or anything else, that's fine. Leave me a comment, subscribe if you want to. Just pop in and say hi. Anything that you'd like to say would be great. If you have any questions or anything else. Thanks so much for joining me. Goodbye.